And so the war has begun in earnest. That's right, last time truly it begun, and we've been fighting it, but I mean, it's really starting to rev up at this point. It's kind of ridiculous to to think whether things like this would have happened in us. I mean, I don't know. I'm just so excited. So excited in the turn. So basically what we're doing in my overall plan is I want to kind of push in through the north of Germany. I've already kind of accepted that the Rhineland is probably a relatively untouchable area as far as it's concerned. Like, I mean, look at the forces they have stationed here, up to 325 defensive power. Let's take a look at Ruhr. Ruhr's got, there we go, 38. Now, see, they have a lot of artillery bombing us, so it would be in our best interest to push open that particular can of whoop-ass, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it. So, instead, what we can do is we can look towards attacking and conquering Oldenburg, or attacking and conquering Westphalia, really starting to bring some pain down on the Germans. As we can see, the French are gaining ground in Württemberg and pushing into that belly hole nasty-like, all nasty-like. So, if we want to win this war, and we want to win it efficiently, effectively, and like total badasses, now is our opportunity to do so. Are we bombing? Are we not bombing? Bomb the Rhineland! That's right. Bomb it into neat oblivion. We want to make sure that they have no forces holding against us. So, how much forces do we actually have? Are we doing good? Yes. Let's see. Bombardment of the Rhineland, 0-0. Bombardment of Naruvali and whatnot. I wish it would highlight, like, your particular engagements. As you can see, it really doesn't. You kind of have to look to find it. So we can see here that these are our territories that are getting hit. And good Christ, we took damage. No bueno, sir. No bueno at all. We're going to move the army here at Friesland. We're going to move that over. We're going to move these guys over there as well. And we are going to, how many men is that? 53? No bueno. 11 and 15. We are going to go ahead and push and take, you know what, do you think we could take this? I don't think we can, but we're going to try. Damn right, we're going to try. We're going to bring the 6th, and we're going to bring the 14th, and we're going to push into the Ruhr. And hopefully we're going to take it. Boom, shakalaka. And hopefully a lot of damage is done here. We can, now that we've also got them distracted at any rate, we can push up and try to attack other regions as well, while we've got everyone distracted and nice and looking towards, uh-oh, it looks like the Germans are marching. Are they going to march that whole army into Holland? That would be an odd decision to make, to say the least. I would not be okay with that. Not at all. Not at all. What's our defenses there? Not good enough. So we're going to split some more of our men here. That's right, split this group, and we're going to move them by the fastest route to get to Holland to defend Holland. We're going to bring in some more reinforcements from the rear. That's right, moving by the fastest route. And how's things going over here? Oh, it could be much worse. So, we have 99 attack power overall. We've taken 5% casualties, and we're kicking ass and taking names as far as I'm concerned. Now, we could take one unit out of here, which is what we're going to do. We're going to take the Belgian unit out and make the 23rd Army, and we're going to move into Westphalia and go ahead and start taking territories while the French have a majority of the German forces distracted. Should be good. Should be good. Oh, here they come. They are coming right for Holland. Hopefully our troops are holding out, because it sure would be an issue if our army got split in half so quickly. It would not be good at all. Alright, so a lot of things happened. Interesting. Started a rebellion. Blah, blah, blah. Kingdom of Mali, Indonesia. Alright, Japan joined the British Alliance. Alright, what are we fighting against? Oh my, we are dominating them. Good thing. Good thing indeed. Alright, and we are winning at the Ruhr. Still, this resistance is redonkulous. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it one bit. Plus 50% fortress, minus 25% frontage, minus 2% arms. So their defensive fortifications aren't as good as they would like you to believe they are, which is a great thing. Now, we could bring in more forces if we wanted to, which, you know what, let's bring in some more mounted infantry, split that up. and send them this way towards Holland. We should be able to clear out the enemy in Holland and then start moving to take over Oldenburg. Now that we have control of Westphalia, which is a huge resource territory for the Germans, you know, we are well on our way to a glorious victory. Plus, we've gotten all that artillery to stop focus firing on Friesland and instead firing on Westphalia, which is probably not good for that division there. They're probably going to get wiped out, but you know, no biggie, right? No biggie at all. And hopefully we beat more damage into that force at the Ruhr the next turn. Okay, so the Germans pulled back out of Holland. Good. And it looks like we are doing some serious damage at the Ruhr. That's good. Very, very good. Come on, intern. Speed it up. I don't have all day. The Luxembourger demands vengeance. Click, 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 click. Alright. So, let's see. What do we got? We got a big army. It's about to... And it looks like the Germans are relocating their attack to Friesland, which is not good for our men there. We're going to go ahead and take a majority of our forces, move them back into the Friesland. That's right, move by the fastest route. Yes, my army moves. And it looks like the Germans are taking a effing beating in the Rhineland from all the artillery that is just plummeting on their freaking heads, man. It is friggin' brutal. But if we could take the Rhineland soon, that would be a great victory for us. So let's look at how many casualties we've taken in the Ruhr. It looks like we've lost 5 divisions. We've killed 7 German divisions. That means we have an advantage here, and we are winning out in our fight. Hopefully the French calm the fuck down and stop taking all that territory, because they are taking a lot of territory, and that is bad for us, my friends. That is very bad for us, because that means France is going to get a majority of Germany, and I don't want that to happen. No siree. I want to be the primary ruler of Germany by the time this is over. Give us the majority of these resources, because if we get them, oh my, imagine the world in which Luxembourg is just totally BA. Am I right? How awesome would that be? And what kind of drives me insane is that the Germans have the largest army right here in the Rhineland, rather than having it down here to defend against, like, the French. Now, again, it makes sense, and to a degree it makes sense why they have so many men here. But truly, I feel like if they would just position their troops in an advantageous way, they wouldn't need to have such a large amount of men stationed on this border trying to defend against us. They could instead be focusing that on the much bigger enemies, like the Russians, who are doing pretty good right now, it would seem, because I mean they've pushed up from what, here, and they're already on the border of Brandenburg, so they're doing pretty good for themselves. And oh my goodness, 6 more divisions wiped out, literally wiped the fuck out. More artillery bombing those positions. How's the Ruhr looking? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, and like people are like, Jesus Christ, CB, stop that, stop it now. And okay, our army is not doing well here, so we're gonna pull back to Westphalia. Seems like a smart maneuver. Get our troops out of there so they don't die horrendous, ugly deaths, yes, the likes of which should not be seen. We can actually split this force up pretty well. Yeah, there we go. Split this group up and reposition. Well, no, there they are. Okay, so we can click right here, 32, and what we're going to do is we're going to take these guns that are firing on that position and we're going to reorient them to the Palatinate. That's right. We're going to start bombarding that position and try to push out those German forces. Now, this could be a very risky maneuver, and I'm probably going to end up regretting it. But I have faith in my soldiers that they will do what is needed. And you know what? No, we're going to go in. We're going to push the majority of the forces here in Gutland, and we are just going to crack open the Palatinate as fast as we possibly can. The more men, the better, baby. That's right. And how are we doing? Okay, so everywhere else is looking good. So let's see what happens when we end that turn. Alright, so good. Only one event, thank God. Alright, so we've pushed in. We've lost 2 divisions already. The Germans, obviously, as per usual, had way more men than it initially was kind of given off to us. They might have brought in some reinforcements. They definitely have more guns, which is a concern. Merge all these armies together. How is this? This army's getting wiped the fuck out. Like, I mean literally wiped out right now. Oh my goodness. What does it say, the Rhineland? Let's find the Rhineland. Okay, well, only saw one. There we go, here we go. Bombardment of Rhineland, inflicted 3 casualties. So that's 3 more divisions wiped out by the unending bombardments we are inflicting upon the Germans there. We are kicking their ass in the Rhineland, so that's going really well. But what's not going so well is our fight in the Ruhr. So it looks like we're going to need more men. We are winning in terms of divisions lost, but I like my victories to be a bit more decisive. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring some of those mounted cavalry from Friesland, and we're going to move on the Ruhr. I guess these dudes are charging, and that seems like a really bad idea to me, but you know what? I don't care, because that's not my army. So let them do what they think is appropriate, even if it totally isn't appropriate. Alright, and everything else looks pretty good, so let's end our turn. Let things happen, and oh my god, we're getting chemically weaponed right now. Japan wants military access. No. End my turn. There we go. Alright, alright. Fighting continues. And yes, the turns are ending. Ooh, more guns. Sweet. That's always a good thing to have. You can never have too many weapons, my friends. That's my philosophy. Alright, Kingdom of Estonia, Lithuania, blah blah blah, Civil War. Oh my. Okay, so Russia is about to get torn to fucking shreds, literally. Oh my goodness, so much stuff happened in one turn. So let's see. Basically 4 new kingdoms just carved out their own piece of Russia, with the Russian Republic, the Kingdom of Armenia, the Kingdom of Lithuania, and the Kingdom of Estonia. So, it's not looking good for those fellows over there in the east. Thankfully, we're not them. We're much cooler. We're the Luxembourger. That's right. I'm going to call that my war machine. The Luxembourger war machine. That's right. Doesn't that just sound intimidating? How many men do the Germans have left? Enough. Too many, if you ask me. Too many. Alright, so we've lost 4 divisions so far trying to take over the Palatinate. Again, I am not happy about that. Not happy one bit. Hopefully our attacks eventually are going to break through. How about the Ruhr? Alright, well the reinforcements seem to have helped a bit. We lost 2 more divisions, but we killed 2 more divisions. The Austro-Hungarians are starting to divert troops to the Western Front because they see that Germany is not holding off very well against the French forces, the French and Luxembourger forces, which says a lot about us, but also says a lot about Germany and Austro-Hungary and how weird this situation is. Seriously. The words that I'm saying are odd. Germany is incompetent and Austro-Hungary is winning. Just odd. Very odd stuff. So let's push over and take Oldenburg. We're going to need that and try to stop those forces there. Yeah, that's right. They don't really have much defending that territory, so that should be good for us. Those chemical weapons are fucking us senseless, so what we need is we need to try to capture some of this German artillery. Again, it kind of coincides with our current objectives of attempting to take control of the Palatinate, taking control of the Rhineland, taking control of the Ruhr and whatnot. If we can take command of these areas, we're going to be in a much better place overall. And holy fucking titballs, they are not having our shit. So retreat back to Friesland. Actually, retreat to Westphalia. Someone needs to go there. Our men are all getting bombed out like chemical weapons. No bueno, sir. No bueno at all. God, we need to take that fucking artillery. That artillery is doing work. Alright, and we didn't kill the division this time in the Ruhr, so that's not good. No bueno, sir. No bueno at all. What the fuck is taking so long here? I need to see some decisive victories going on. Like, I need to see pure, unadulterated terror on our opponent's face as they realize the butt whipping we're giving them is pushing them back into the Stone Age, man. And that is currently not what I'm seeing. I'm very, very displeased at the moment. My forces are not gaining the foothold I expected them to gain by now, and the enemy's artillery attrition is eventually going to break us down. This is no good. This is no good at all. Alright, so, of course, the Kingdom of Italy declared an unprovoked war. Interesting. Yep, stuff's happening. Stuff's happening all over the world. Of course it is. It's telling us about all these regions that were conquered that are not important to our war effort. And it looks like the Germans are pushing to take back control of Westphalia. No bueno for us. We only have one division protecting the area. However, the German forces are completely surrounded. As long as we maintain control of these areas, the enemy armies are going to run out of supplies. Holy shit! Oh my god! 8 divisions lost. That is unacceptable. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull our forces out of Gutland because they're just getting fucking annihilated for some reason. And we are going to reorient ourselves to finally take control of the Rhineland. That's right. We have dozens, hundreds of thousands of men ready to push into this territory and finally take it. The amount of divisions the Germans have lost are literally, it's just unthinkable how many men they've lost to artillery strikes. So, it seems to me it is time to push in and take the Rhineland once and for all. Hopefully our attack is actually effective. If not, we're going to have trouble. But we're also going to split off one of these mounted infantries and send it into Westphalia. We cannot afford to lose it so soon. I mean, we can, but I would sure as shit like to not lose it. So hopefully our mounted infantry... Okay, good. He got there. And we're still holding out in Westphalia. Now we actually have some defenses. And it looks like the French brought in some reinforcements as well. That's going to be very much needed in the coming days of the war. And it looks like our forces... The French have taken over Berlin. Bastards! See, look at the French. They're just sitting here carving this shit up. And the Germans and the Austro-Hungarians are like, no, let's focus on Luxembourg. Let's stop Luxembourg from having any fun. And instead, let's just let France roam around our territory because fuck it, it's France, right? I'm very displeased. Very, very displeased. Looks like the French are bringing in some additional forces, though, so at least they're going to help us maintain control of Westphalia. Too bad they're not going to help us maintain control of Oldenburg or anything like that. Matter of fact, it seems like it would be a good idea for us to move against Oldenburg. If we're looking there now, all they have defending it is one light cavalry division. Not much else. They are moving this up. Hopefully they're not moving it to Oldenburg. Well, we sure as hell are about to find out, aren't we? What else do we need to do? We could take the majority of our forces and move it into Friesland. How are we doing? Okay, so we lost 2 divisions of Friesland. We killed 2 divisions. Not good enough. Not good enough for me. Or for the Rhineland, sorry. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. I kind of expected it to be steamroll, right on in, right on out. But it wasn't. No bueno. Hopefully the next turn will be a bit more fruitful. Oh, look at that. We've finally taken the Ruhr, and we have cut off so much artillery that has been bombarding the shit out of us this whole time. That is going to be a devastating defeat for the Germans. And if it wasn't guaranteed that they were going to lose before, it is absolutely guaranteed that they're going to lose now. We just have to maintain control of the situation in the Rhineland and take over the Palatinate. That's right. Now, it seems we've already lost our chance at taking over Berlin. The chances of us being able to get back over there seem pretty slim at the moment. But I feel like everything else has been quite a victory and is looking up for the Luxembourgers. That's right. Anyway, this has been CB. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. It's going to get crazy, bro. It's about to get real crazy. Anyway, this has been CB, and I'll see you next time.